It's the year 2015, and the world just discovered a young talent who was destroying the Premier League. This didn't happen until Spurs signed Dele Alli back in February 2015 for £5 million. He was scoring bangers all the time and was destined to be one of the greatest English players of all time. Throughout the years, we witnessed a lot of talented English players such as Jude Bellingham, Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden and Bukayo Saka, but Dele Alli was meant to be above them. In 2018, Dele Alli was even considered one of the most expensive midfielders. He could have been on the same level as Wayne Rooney. But it wasn't until Jose Mourinho took over Spurs in 2019 and Dele Alli's career started to fall apart. Mourinho tried to revive Dele Alli's career during his time at Spurs, but it seemed like Dele Alli was out of form and was wasting his full potential. Let's rewind some time back and talk about where everything started for the English baller. Bamidele Jermaine Ali, also known as Dele Alli, was born on April 11, 1996 in Milton Keynes, located in the UK. He spent most of his youth career at League One, playing for MK Dons, trying to work his way into the first team. He made his professional debut for Milton Keynes in the 2012-2013 season at just 16 years old. In the second season of playing for Milton Keynes, Dele Alli earned his starting spot in the first team. Dele Alli and his team faced Notts County in 2014, where he scored his first hat-trick to win the match 3-1. In 2015, Dele Alli was being scouted by Spurs, and they were willing to pay £5 million to bring him into the Premier League. His immediate future was never going to be in the second tier. Seeing his potential, Tottenham Hotspur moved fast to secure him. In February 2015, they signed the teenager for an initial £5 million, confident in his abilities. To aid his development, Tottenham loaned him back to his former club for the rest of the season. This smart move let him keep playing regularly and gaining valuable experience. By the time he joined Spurs, he was ready to make his mark in the Premier League. In his early days at Tottenham, Dele Alli was almost always seen with a smile, a reflection of his fearless and exuberant style of play. His joy on the pitch was palpable, as he relished the challenge of outplaying and teasing seasoned professionals and veterans of the game. Dele's audacious and confident approach not only embarrassed his opponents, but also entertained fans and earned widespread acclaim. The results of his daring play were consistently impressive, with perhaps the most memorable moment being his outrageous volley against Crystal Palace in January. This goal perfectly encapsulated his ability to combine technical skill with a sense of fun, making him a standout player during that period. After his first season with Spurs, Dele Alli became one of the most exciting young talents in Europe to watch. At that time, Spurs was full of young talent and energetic players who played an aggressive, attacking style, which made every team in the Premier League afraid of them. It was good for Dele Alli, since he was able to show off his skills and his full potential to the world. He quickly became a key player in Pochettino's tactics. Dele Alli managed to win the Young Player of the Year award for the 2015-16 season. Throughout the 2015-16 season, he scored 10 goals and made 9 assists, which wasn't bad for a midfielder playing in the Premier League. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of his career. He was destined to become one of the best English players. In the 2016-17 season, Dele Alli also managed to win the Young Player of the Year award for the second time, scoring 18 goals and making 7 assists. During those 2 seasons, he performed well, and he was named PFA Team of the Year. In the 2017-18 season, Dele Alli was playing a big role at Spurs. He was playing as a second striker and a central attacking midfielder under Harry Kane. By the time he turned 21, he'd already scored more goals and provided more assists than Cristiano Ronaldo, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes and David Beckham had achieved by the same age in the Premier League. During the 2018 World Cup, Dele Alli was performing really well for the England national team and was already worth £88 million, making him one of the most valued players for England at that time. The Spurs star found the back of the net in England's quarter-final victory over Sweden, but unfortunately, the Three Lions lost in the semi-finals against Croatia. After his return from the 2018 World Cup, he started to perform poorly, frequently picking up injuries. Dele Alli started to develop a reputation for petulance and indulging in the darker arts of the game, earning the nickname Divvy Alli from Gary Lineker. By the end of the 2018-19 season, he began to look exhausted, with having the same injuries over and over. In November 2019, Pochettino left Spurs and was later replaced with Jose Mourinho. Mourinho tried to save his career and had an intense sit-down with him on Tottenham's All or Nothing documentary. Mourinho informed Dele Alli that he expected more out of him. In one of the scenes, Mourinho told Alli, "There's a big difference from a player who maintains consistency and a player who has moments, and that's what makes the difference between a top player and a player with great potential."
Time flies, and I think one day, you will regret if you don't reach what you can reach. Since the beginning, I had no doubts about your potential. I saw you do incredible matches and incredible things, but I always felt that you had ups and downs. There is a huge difference between a player that keeps consistency and a player that has moments. And that is what makes a difference between a top player and a player with a top potential. It's something that you don't have to share with me. I think it's just for you to analyze yourself and to realize why my career is being, okay, MK don't stop the national team, bang! And then you reach the top, and then why you have in your career these little ups and downs, I don't know. I don't know if it has to be to your lifestyle, if in one period you are an amazing professional, if in another period you become a party boy going, I don't know, I have no idea, only you can know that. I am 56 now, and yesterday I was 20, you know what I mean? Yeah. And today I'm 56. Time flies. I think you will regret if you don't reach what you can reach.
In May 2020, Dele Alli experienced a traumatic robbery. Two males broke into his house and threatened him. They got away with various items like jewelry and watches. The 2019-20 season marked the end of yet another underwhelming campaign for Dele Alli. Despite his efforts, he managed to score 8 goals and make 4 assists, falling short of the high expectations that had once surrounded his talent. That summer, Dele added to his growing reputation as a party boy, pictured with Jack Grealish enjoying the Ibiza sun, drink in hand. It was a brief escape from the relentless grind of Premier League football, but when the new season kicked off, things only got worse for him at Tottenham. During the 2020-21 season, he struggled scoring a single goal in the Premier League, making 15 appearances. In the 2021-22 season, Jose Mourinho got replaced with Nuno Espirito Santo, who tried to bring Dele Alli back into the squad. During that season, Nuno got replaced with Antonio Conte. Unfortunately, Dele never quite fit tactically under Conte, who favoured deeper-lying midfielders. The Italian's approach demanded that his midfielders focus more on winning the ball and recycling possession, roles that didn't align with Dele's natural style of play. So, what exactly happened to Dele Alli after having a bad season with the club? He was later sold to Everton on a free transfer, which was kinda disappointing. His career was literally falling apart. At Everton, he made only 11 appearances in the 2021-22 season, mostly as a substitute, as the club narrowly avoided relegation. Then in the 2022-23 season, he made 2 appearances as a substitute and was later loaned to the Turkish league, where things did not go well. Dele Alli struggled to start his career all over in the Turkish league. On December 21st, he was booed off by fans after they subbed him out on the 29th minute in the Turkish Cup against 3rd Division side Salihlispor. He struggled in Turkey, managing to score 2 goals in 13 games before returning to Everton in April 2023 with an injury that required surgery. During this period, he also opened up about his mental health challenges and checked into a clinic in the United States to seek help.
I was winning the fight, smiling, showing that I was happy, but inside I was definitely, losing the battle. Trauma is trauma, and your body registers it in the same way no matter what it is. If you knew about my life, you would understand that a little bit more. And then I got addicted to sleeping tablets. Yeah, I definitely abused them too much, and don't get me wrong, I would stop sometimes and, go a few months without them, but I was never really dealing with the problem, it got really bad at some points. I didn't feel like opening up to anyone, and I had a lot of people try to help me because they could see it in me. I wasn't who I was. I lost myself for a few years, and I was just turning everyone away, not accepting any help from anyone.
You may be wondering where he is right now, but it seems like Dele Alli's working hard to make a comeback for the 2024-25 season. He's been doing finishing drills at training, waiting for Everton to give him another chance. He's been posting training updates on his Instagram page, where he seems like he's been improving a lot after all those seasons he wasted. The English star is only 28 years old, which means he still has time to make a shocking comeback.